everyone, it's Dana from the Tao of Dana, and today I want to talk to you about getting free of any sort of energy draining stuff, people, situations, stuff that's gotten into your life and is holding you back. And there's so much to talk about when it comes to Feng Shui and these energy draining vampire type forces. They show up in your home, they show up in our lives. They can get in, but usually they can only get in if our personal energy fields are not super strong. What does that mean? We all have a field of energy around us. We glow, we radiate, we have all of this magnetism naturally being generated. Our heart is super magnetic. Your heart has a magnetic field 100 times stronger than your brain, and your brain has a magnetic field. We are constantly shooting out all kinds of energy and magnetizing things to ourselves on a physical, measurable, actual level. This is not just a leap of faith here. This is real stuff. So our emotions affect us tremendously. They affect our glow around us. Our environment affects us extremely tremendously and affects our glow and our energy and our emotions and everything else. So today we're going to talk about a few ways to keep your energy field stronger and start eliminating all of that bad juju stuff that can get stuck in our lives. So I just want to say, if you feel like you're vulnerable to people kind of psychically attacking you, coming after you, being jealous of you, manipulating or sabotaging you, I have had some very big situations of that myself, and I found that as I've learned more and more about my own energy, my own home, my own environment, it's gotten easier and easier to spot. Even if it still appears, it's gotten easier and easier to spot and to fully eliminate without getting sucked into it further. We all get tricked sometimes by stuff that floats around in the world. So please forgive yourself if you've allowed this stuff near your life. Forgive yourself. It happens to the best of us, and it can happen a lot. And there's no real way I know to avoid it besides living in a bubble. But there are lots of ways to keep it from coming in, to keep it from really affecting you, creating confusion, holding you back, making you afraid, making you paranoid, creating these blocks that you can't understand, these feelings like you're being held down, all of these strange feelings, feeling unrest, ill at ease, paranoid. There's so many ways that overtly or covertly this crazy draining vampire stuff can pull on us and hold us back, and it doesn't need to happen. So let's talk about some ways to get clear of all this stuff. Again, this is the beginning. It's not the full chapter, but it's a really good start and some stuff that's helped me a lot constantly to keep the energy around me much stronger. So some good vibes only. Let's get started. First thing, do not fear it. Don't fear the dark. Don't fear people like this. Instead, cultivate compassion. It is such a test to cultivate compassion for people who seem to be gunning for you. I know. It is such a test to cultivate compassion for people who seem to have none themselves. But if you put yourself in their shoes, anyone who needs to leech on and drain energy from people in order to survive is in a really bad place in life. So imagine how low you need to feel, how bad things need to be, or how sad it is to be in that state, and cultivate compassion and send these people more of your good will rather than hate, rather than anger, rather than fear. Send good will. Every single person, somewhere within them, is super good. No one's born evil. So whatever's happened to whoever is doing this, or whatever situations have evolved, they got distorted along the way. They didn't start out that way, I don't believe. And so I found that compassion is a great space maker. It can get things away from you, including, as I mentioned before, forgiving yourself. It happens. We've all had a crazy relationship, friendship, family thing, crazy stuff come into our lives, business stuff, all sorts of stuff, crazy stuff has happened to all of us at one point or another. And forgive yourself. Don't blame yourself. Learn from it. Learn is the best part. If we can see that every single situation that's presented to us is a space, it's an opportunity for us to grow. Even the clutter in your house is an opportunity for you to grow. From that place, everything becomes okay. It becomes exciting to take a risk, because if it doesn't work, at least you have a place to really grow. And what does that mean? You can actually go higher the next time. I've never had anything happen to me that was super negative without something super positive coming afterward. The next part of this is something I've learned in Buddhist philosophy, which is really exciting, which is that when people do come after you and start to attack you, what they're doing is actually creating better karma for you. It's a way to burn off negative karma in your life, and unfortunately, it only harms the person who is trying to do harm to you. So cultivate compassion for that person and realize you are growing through an experience when you have this stuff coming at you. So take a little bit of positive comfort knowing that it will ultimately be more than okay. It'll be awesome. Now, how do you make your field stronger? Start clearing your house. Start clearing all the energy around you to disengage from that negative web that has been woven around you. Disengage from it completely. Open your windows, burn the sage if you have it, get the flow going, clean up a little bit. But more than anything, make a very strong decision that you are going to surround yourself with love. Love is the ultimate energy of shielding yourself from anything negative. It might come near you, but it won't get in. It might come to the door, but it won't enter your house. So just imagine filling your home with love, and do that in tangible ways. One thing that I can tell you, which is really fun to do, is imagine every little living thing or everything with lots of energy in it that's special to you, infused with even more love, so it can bring you even more energy. So for instance, if you really love a certain candle, hold it in your hands and just imagine it's being infused with more love. That sounds really simple. It is that simple. You could do the same thing with your plants. You can do the same thing, well, with your pets. You should always grab them and tell them how much you love them all the time if you can. You should always, always, always tell even your plants how much you love them. You can tell anything how much you love it, because every single thing is energy and everything will be amplified by your attention. So that's one really fun way to energize the space a lot. And then, of course, keep learning and keep growing. The more you learn about your own energy, the more you learn about your own blind spots, the more you learn about enhancing your home and building a life that's more solid and strong. And we're all learning this every day. The more you keep learning and the more you keep building that into your environment, making it a part of your reality every day, the more it will serve you, the more it will keep good vibes only in and all the rest out. So it's an adventure. It's an awesome process. And as you keep going and growing, it becomes easier and easier and easier. But every step along the way should feel more freeing, more easy, more enlightening, and it should take a lot of the stress, the drain, the confusion, and all of that stuff out of your space. So start right now with some big self-love. Take a nap, take a bath, do something amazing for yourself, eat something really good, feel really good, and then dive into making those strong decisions that it's going to be good vibes only from now on. No one can drag and pull on you without your permission. Sometimes we just don't know what's happening until we feel it and see it, and it's like, whoa, what just happened? Don't be afraid of it. Instead, let it go, get stronger, put up those good vibes only shields around you, and keep on risking and loving and connecting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's always worth the risk. The worst thing that could possibly happen is that you grow enormously, and the best thing that could happen is that with each step, which is what will happen, you will get closer and closer to all of your dreams and see them all starting to come together as you get more and more radiant and glowing. So it's super exciting. I love this stuff so much. This is my favorite Feng Shui, and there's so much to share with you. The Love Camp, if you're watching this when I just filmed it, is here. There's a link below that you can learn more and join, and there's also a link to the free videos if you haven't watched them yet, where you can learn more and more ways to start infusing your space with more love, clearing out what isn't love and magnetizing what you want. So much love to you. I am so excited to share this with you, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will talk to you soon. Bye.